Hello everyone, I'm going to show you how to make a shotgun today in C++ and Blender, using C++ and Blender. So what you're going to do first, you're going to export the first person idle animation. I'm going to export it to here. Name it that. Export the preview mesh. Exporting it. I'm going to go over to Blender. I'm going to import it. I'm going to import it. And there you go. I'm just going to import that for now. All I'm going to do, I'm going to then import the shotgun. I'm going to then export the shotgun that I'm using for this tutorial. We're using this. I got this off the marketplace. The UE4 marketplace. If you can get your own, any that has a skeleton, any that has a mesh and or a skeleton with a root bone, with multiple bones corresponding to each part, you should be fine. And export. 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 Export it. Now I'm going to do, I'm going to import. There's no animation for it. Gonna import it. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm going to rotate this. I'm gonna try to fit it into his hands properly. Fit into his hands properly, and let's see here. Let me do this. Ba do. Here we go. Let's see here. Slowly adjust this gun into his hand. The camera, jeez. Go like this. Maybe move it down a little bit. Maybe a little up. Right here, maybe. I'll maneuver this guy's thumb a little bit. Once I get where I believe it's supposed to be, I think right around there. I'm gonna go over here, select this, go to pose mode. Rotate the handle a little bit. I think I got the gun too low. So I'm gonna go object mode again. Move this gun up a little bit to match the height. Here you go. Do this, and go over to object mode. Go over to select all of the bones, and then I'm going to just simply drag this man's hand down to or thumb. Drag his thumb. Try to position his thumb so it's not looking like it's clipping through the gun itself. All right, let's see here. Should be right there, maybe. Right there. And then drag this guy's, take his thumb and kind of do something cool with it. And here we go. Ooh. Ooh. Here you go. Maneuver this guy's fingers around. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move over this guy's arm, his forearm to right and to the up a bit. You press R to rotate, G to move. Forgot to mention that. And that should be good. And right there, that should be pretty good. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the object mode again, go to object mode, select this, go down here to where it says viewport display, where this little stick figure man is. Go to put him in, put in front, and I'm going to go over here and add an object constraint. Add object constraint, which is a child of the root itself. I'm going to call it handar. Then I'm going to set the inverse. Then when I go back to pose mode, it should move with the hand. Yep, exactly what I wanted. And now I'm going to the animation section. I'm going to get rid of all these keyframes. I'm going to have to probably readjust the gun itself, but that is okay. So once I'm done doing that, I'm gonna have to readjust the gun itself. May create a new action. Create a new action. And call it, let's call it shotgun idle. Now I'm going to maneuver this gun a little bit. This hand is a little bit off. So I'm going to maneuver it a little bit like this. A little bit to the right. I'm going to rotate it like that. Rotate his hand upward. Rotate it right there. Rotate it right there. And then I'm going to place this man's forearm onto the mag tube itself, which I'm probably gonna have to then readjust, which is fine. Select every bone. Go shift click. Take as many of these keyframes down. I'm gonna create a new action. Oops. I just call it shotgun idle. Sorry for wasting your time there. And I'm going to just simply move this arm over. Should have done that from the beginning. Plus press R to rotate, G to move. Do create this shotgun idle. Alrighty. So now I got to go to pose mode, select all. Put this in the first frame, make sure I put this in the first frame. Go here, go pose mode again. Select all the bones that correspond with the with the uh, with the with the mesh itself, with the with the animation itself. I'm gonna choose like the forearm and all that, the muscle over here. The reason why I'm deleting all the keyframes is so that then I can create a clean, just a simple static idle animation with no movement. So I'm going to keyframe all of this here, and a keyframe right here. And now what I'm going to do for the future, I'm going to go to object mode again, go over here, go to what do you call this? This little gear here. So a little gear, I'm going to add a I think I already added the object constraint. Let's see if it still works. Oops. Select this. Select this. Go to pose mode. Yes, it does. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to export this. I'm going to export it. Export the armature only because it's just the animation that I want. I don't want the mesh, because once I attach it to the skeleton, the mesh will be there. So I'm going to export this. I'm going to go with selected objects. Select the armature and the mesh. Go over here. Go where it says add leaf bones. Uncheck that. You don't want that. It'll add extra bones. That'll be a headache. Only deform bones. Force start, and you're going to put it on Z up. Z up, X forward. Negative X forward. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this down as shotgun idle tut 7. I'm going to export it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go over here, go to the animation section. Go over to my desktop over here, go over here. Go over here where it says shotgun idle tut 7. Put this right here. And select the mannequin arm skeleton. And let's see. Right there, as you can see, looks like it worked. See, I think there's a little difference in how the answers spread out. Oh, let me see if I export this again. I noticed something. Wait a second. Let me export again. Do this, and I can arm skeleton import all. There we go. That's the one that I wanted. And all I'm going to do, I'm going to import the shotgun. Or I'm going to attach this shotgun to the grip point. Go where the animation is. I'm going to the first person. Well, let's see here. First person CPP, blueprint first person character. Go over here to the animations section. Go over to the FP gun, preview animation. That's not it. That's it. I'm going to add an asset. I'm going to add the preview an asset on this grip point and select the shotgun that you have. Then what you're going to do, you're going to rotate the gun. Rotate the gun a little bit. And you're going to drag it downward. You're going to drag it to where it is satisfactory for you. See, right there, I believe. Let me slow down the camera speed. Right there. this. Maybe put a little bit downward. Let me remove the snapping. Let me set it to at least 5 degrees. I want to disable snapping. And that should be good. A little bit clipping, but no big deal. I'm gonna change the FP gun to the new shotgun itself. Now I'm going to the animation BP. I'm gonna set the idle to that. So it's actually just a static animation. And I'm going to go over to the new state machine and go to the run and set it also to that. I'm going to see if this looks okay in the editor. Okay, it doesn't look all right for now, but let me show you how you can adjust that. Go to the viewport. So that then it's not like you messed up. It's that the camera angle itself is kind of prevents you from, how are you describing it? How do I describe it? It prevents you from getting the full picture. Now you can make it look like a proper FPS if you just adjust the arms, just the position of the arms. Let's see here. All right. Let me see again. All right. Tilt it over to the left a little bit. Let me tilt it. Not yet. Move it over a little bit. Do that. Not yet. Almost there. Let me move it over to the right a bit. Let me adjust it by a couple of degrees. And there you go. As you can see, it looks much better, as you can tell. And also, you can bring it up even further, bring up the gun even further to the camera. See, it just takes a little bit of adjustment, and then you can get it right where you want it to be. And keep adjusting it and playing around. Oops, not it. So it's not the end of the world if you don't get it perfect. Maneuver over a little bit like that. Maneuver it. And now it looks like it's in the center. It's centralized better. So what I did, I migrated assets from a previous project that I had, and if you can get any form of shotgun, and I'll delete these because these were extras that came in. Extra animations. And now you have your shotgun idle animation. I know it took a while because I was deleting the keyframes. I apologize, but please like and subscribe. This is going to be a part 1 video, so the second video I'll think on what to do next. Okay, so have a great one. See ya. Goodbye. Stay safe out there.